All right, let's do the Friday night breakdown of the Giles and Auburn game. Congratulations, Giles, on the victory. We had a pretty good game. Wasn't our best game, I don't think. I think we started out a little flat. Uh, it's at times in the first quarter we get out of it and we seem like we get a little flat again. But it's to be expected, really. I mean, we spanked Auburn around last time. Ain't no reason to beat around the bush about it. So you come to these games, think it'll be the same way as it was last time. Um, but Auburn came to play some football. They never quit. They kept pushing and pushing. Number 4 is a heck of an athlete for Auburn. Number 1, their quarterback, we beat him around a lot tonight. He's a tough kid. He kept coming back. But once we settled down, I thought we played a lot better. Things kind of started gelling a little bit. The line really started, I think, blocking a whole lot better. But like I said, Auburn come to play ball. I can't take nothing away from Auburn. They didn't quit, and they felt like they could beat us. And they put up a good fight. But to me, we just had too many horses in the end for them to compete. I'll just go hit on a couple things. Our passing game, when we had to use it, looked pretty good. I know Tickle had a beautiful catch down the sideline. I don't know if he got 2 feet in or not, but he got 1 foot in at least. It's a beautiful pass by Antonio. I mean, it was just beautiful over the shoulder. Like I said, beautiful catch, great footwork. I love to know if he got both feet in or not. Like I said, I know he got 1 close to his completed pass, but it was beautiful. Tickle had a beautiful interception, later in the game. So he had a really, really good game. Our running backs, I thought, played pretty good. They ran hard. Antonio had another big night till he got hurt, and it kind of slowed him down. And I hope everything's okay there. He seems to be okay, probably just a sore ankle. And they seem to be keying on Jalen. It seemed like tonight, but he had some good runs. He ran over several people, had some big runs, late in the game. But when they key on you, it's hard to do something. But we have a good backfield. I know Humphreys, I think, hurt his ankle a bit tonight. He had some good runs till that happened. But he still played a solid game afterwards. But also, he wasn't 100%. But we didn't have to pass the ball a whole lot. I know there was one pass Antonio would probably like to have back. He threw it down the middle for what would have been a touchdown. It's a little underthrown. Guy tipped it away. But I know if he looked to his left, he had Myers wide open for a touchdown. I think it was the first half of the game. I can't remember what part. But, it was still a good night passing the ball. Our line pass blocked exceptionally tonight, I think. I think they have done great all year pass blocking. I'm really impressed by our line. Our pass blocking is great at this point, especially compared to how it has been in the past. So congratulations, guys. Keep it up and continue to get better, especially these next few games. Let's see. I'm probably going to forget things as usual. Again, like I said, our running backs, it's hard when you key on one. Antonio has a bad night, and I think Humphreys can have a bad night. But someone I'd like to give a shout out to, I thought had a really, really good night, was Mr. Ratcliffe. I thought he had a really, really good night. He's had some adversity, I guess you could say, this year. But I thought Trevor had a really good night. I thought Trevor may have been the MVP of the night. He had some great cuts. He busted one for a touchdown. He come close to several others. I think he plays much better from the tailback or fullback position than he does from the wing. Not that he's bad from that position, but he just seems to be better and sees the field a little better. I think he can cut a little better. But I think overall his performance was probably the best in offense, and that's taking nothing away from anybody else. Like I said, Will had another great night catching the ball, great night on defense. Antonio had a great night running, passing the ball. Antonio's passing game has come so far, I think, in the past year. You stand in the pocket, you hit the big passes. The only thing I think it could get better for you is to be able to look over the field a little more. Like I said, you would have had Myers wide open, but like I said, you've been playing. You've had a well of a season. You can't knock it. Yeah, I may have said before, but you remind me so much of a Keith Johnson, Tyrone Meadows kind of running back kind of feel to me anyway, and that's a compliment. You played great this year. Like I said, Will's played great. I think with Will, and Thwaites on the outside, that's a heck of a combination. It's hard to double one. You double one, the other one more likely will be open or make a catch. Maybe you should think about putting both on the same side and running some crosses or things of that nature. I still think you could run them deep on fly patterns and have somebody come across the middle, clear the middle out, and then have your blocking back, come in to block, then release and go across the middle would be wide open. And I think we should still use the middle as we go forward in the playoffs a lot more. You clear it out. I think we should use our blocking back a lot more. Catching the ball. I think they'd be open. Teams just don't seem to, they don't expect it. We don't use that a whole lot. We line him up different spots. Still call the Cadence. I think we could use that a whole lot in our offense. Not just in the middle field, but use them in the middle and, swing them out in the flats and just different things. I think we could bring back, the throwback to the blocking back down the field. There's so many things which I know we haven't used yet. We have, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more here in these next. Well, I'm gonna get ahead of myself. This next game. But I thought our offense after we kind of settled down, we played really well. Like I said, our line really started coming together, and blocking I thought pretty good. I don't think it was their best night they've had all year, but they're consistent. They've been consistent all year, and you can't knock that. I said this before in the past, and you can't knock it. With Skylar Keffer, he's very consistent snapping that football, and I used to kind of watch it. I don't really watch it no more because I just know it's going to be there. It's going to be where it needs to be, and that's something. Like I said, you cannot appreciate enough. Because you see other teams, they'll snap it over the guy's head or roll it back on the ground or whatever. He is consistent. It's not easy in a single wing. Doing it play after play after play. Snap it down near the knee. But he's very very consistent. He's great at snapping the football. He's great at snapping the football. I think his blocking has, what I've seen, has come a long way as the years progressed. And like I said, we have a good, very good offense, especially when we're clicking. And it all starts with you guys up front. The line, it starts with everybody. And like I said, it's hard to really focus on one of our running backs. We have a great bunch of running backs. I probably don't mention Jacob Mills a lot. I know he got hurt early in the season. He's a beast when he's there on both sides of the ball. I'm looking, trying not to forget anybody. I know when Cooper gets to run the ball, he does really good running the ball. So we have a good bunch in there. I'm trying to just look at this lineup here. I'm probably forgetting somebody. But so, like I said, it's hard to key on one of our running backs. And we do that, then everybody else should be open. And I think it's shown in these past few games, especially how Antonio has had really good games come up. I think they've been keying on Jalen and trying to stop the reverse, so squeeze somebody open, and it's been Antonio. And he's definitely made the most of it. He's usually clocking people when he runs out and runs over them. He's not one to do a lot of dancing back there and do a lot of cutting. On average, he just runs over you. Then, like I said, then you have the option of Jalen, busting the 4-hole or bouncing outside or whatever. And like I said, Humphreys, it's a lot to handle if you're a defense. And we add in the passing game, which, like I said, I still think we need to really add more to it or start using it. I'm pretty sure it's there. It's just using it. And I'm sure we're trying to save it for George Wyeth and Grayson and things like that. But our offense, I thought, looked pretty good overall. It's still needs some work. It wasn't their best game. But like I said, Auburn did come to play, and they played a hard ball game. But we come out with a win. That's all that matters. I'm not going to touch on a whole lot about tonight's game. Defensive wise, I think it did hurt us with Cooper being out. I think him and Myers make a good team on the ends. And him being out, I think it hurt Myers a little bit. Not he played bad. I'm not saying that at all. His dad might yell at me for saying that, but he didn't play bad. But I think it hurt him, Cooper, for not being there. I think they're a good team. Like I said, we knocked around number one, their quarterback, a lot during that game. We had a little problems number 4, but for Auburn, the running back / receiver / everything. Great athlete, very, very good athlete. He did some damage to us. But overall, I thought, other than spotty play here and there, our defense did really well. Like I said, Will had a great interception. I know brain fart there. Jacob Mills had one. He dropped him in the hands kind of low, but of course he has a cast on, so he has like one hand. But 19 times he intercepts that ball. We made some mistakes. We got out of position a couple times. I thought we took some bad angles tonight on defense. When they did get some big plays, we were out of position. And that was a big thing. I think we just kind of out of position. Our special teams, Will had a beautiful field goal. I think it was 30 yards. It'd have been good from 40. Probably his best kick all season. And like I said before, you keep kicking, it's going to come. You just got to keep practicing, and it's going to play big dividends as we go further into the playoffs. I really feel that way. But our come down to make the tackle on the kickoffs, it seemed like we was over pursuing quite a bit and getting out of position. And they was getting some pretty good returns. But that's something I'm sure the coaches will be looking at in film study and really address. But our defense played pretty well. We held them under control to about kind of second half. I think we stalled again coming out halftime. I know he's trying to run the clock down some, and I think it kind of gets us out of rhythm. I think we should just attack the whole, just keep attacking. I don't want to forget anything. I know I'm probably saying a lot, but again, boys, the only thing I really want to say is we won. That's the main thing. Like I said, I thought all around we looked pretty good. It wasn't our best game, but we looked pretty good. The line was steady. The pass blocking I thought was really good. And like I said, all starts with you all and ends with you all. You all got to do the pass blocking, and you all got to make the holes for the running backs. And I'm pretty confident they'll do the rest. And Thwaites and Will and those guys will catch the ball if it's there. If I forgot anybody, I apologize. Defensive wise, I thought we just took our worst part was I thought we took some bad angles. We wrapped up better. That's something we still need to work on. Make sure we wrap up. This jet sweep or whatever you call it. I know Withville used it some against us. Auburn used it tonight. We did a really good job against Withville stringing it out. I think tonight could have been better. But that's something we got to keep concentrating on. We got to keep stringing it out. Linebackers got to flow and make that tackle. The one thing you all have really, really better concentrate on, I think they may not do it because I know Withville's quarterback does not like to run a whole lot. But them faking that jet sweep and him bootlegging around the end. So you ends, or whoever's assigned to it has got to stay home and watch that because I will not be surprised one bit if George Wythe tries to do that bootleg off that jet sweep, faking the handoff and bootleg. A kid's a big kid at quarterback. Would not be easy to bring down. But I think we really need to watch that. And we've got to come. Well, first off, I know we had some injuries. Some guys are banged up. I don't think there's much we're going to be able to do about that, the rest of the season. So, we just got to be careful of that, I guess, the best we can be. We got to make sure our backfield's healthy and for sure. And, Will can tackle and get his arm up for his catches. I don't know how bad his shoulder's banged up, if bad at all. But we just really, really need to buckle down, especially from here forward. There's not going to be an easy game the rest of the way. There may not be no blowouts. It could be come down to the fourth quarter, to the last play. I mean, George with it's going to be hard, and we should just leave it there. We can't look forward to anything else. I did hear some parents say, the players thought, well, we're going to play Naras next round, and we heal them. We'll kill them again. We beat George with. If we play them, we kill them. We're going to beat them again. It's going to be us versus Grayson County. See who goes forward. Well, let me tell you, George With is going to come in to play us pissed off. You all embarrassed them last week. Totally embarrassed them. They're going to be ready to play. I don't think you're going to see the same George With team you've seen last week. I mean, I hope y'all do the same score against them and just pound them in the ground. But I don't think you're going to see the same team. I think they're going to be more precise on their passes. Some of the runs, defense guys, you've played great all year. You're going to step up even more this game. From here on out, it's going to be rough. It's going to be tough because what is it, the last 2 out of 3 out of 5, something like that years, the team playing for the championship in Salem has come from our district. The Mountain Empire is a brutal district. I think Terry Freeman or Trey could probably tell me precisely. 2 years ago or so, I think we had the hardest schedule, and it was Grayson, Withfield, somebody else, then Fort Chisholm or Auburn. Our whole district was in the top 7, I think. So our district's tough. George With is going to be tough. You cannot look ahead to Grayson County. So I'm just stressing, really pay attention this week. Every one of you guys, you better be ready to go next Friday. It's probably going to be a dogfight. It's not going to be the same team you faced, the week before. And it's like Anthony Billups said, 1 down, 4 to go, but 1 at a time. And that's how it needs to be. You got your 4 to go, but if you don't take these games 1 at a time, you're going to be done. You come out flat, you could be done quick because, these teams can jump on you quick, as you all well know. Withfield can jump on you quick, and if you move on, any of those teams can jump on you quick. But I think you're going to face a pissed-off Withfield team. How bad do you want it? How are you all going to come into the game? How are you going to prepare this week for this game? Are you going to think in your head, hey, we beat them, whatever it was. We scored, 40-some points the first half or something like that last week? We'll do the same thing this week. It's the same George With team. No, it's not. This team, I think they come out a little flat last week probably against us. I don't think they will this week. You all cannot afford to come out flat. You got to come out ready to play. Your all's best games this year was Naras and George With, and you all played with intensity. You was pissed off. You were not going to lose. You had that mindset right from the beginning. You could tell it. And that's how you got to come out this week. The coaches got to be on their game and their game planning. They got to make sure y'all understand it. You all have got to pay attention. Auburn's done. Congratulations tonight, guys. It was great. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. There's a lot of guys that played really good tonight. And a lot of guys that were out of position. But you won the game. You've got to get ready for this team coming up. George With is going to be a dogfight. And for you all who your parents have said it, you all have been talking about Grayson. You better get Grayson out of your head. You better just drop them because if you don't win this week, you don't even get to play them. Plain and simple. Only thing you need to focus on is George With. Defense had the best game you've had all year. I've said for 2 years now, play with intensity, play with fire, play pissed off. Right now, come Monday, you better practice pissed off, you better be intense, and you better let Carrie and DeFry and play the most intense pissed off game you have played your whole career. It's right in front of you guys. The state championship can be right in front of you guys. I still think you all, without doubt, are the best team in Region C, and maybe the best team in the state. You have that potential, but you got to play that you're capable of. You boys are country boys. Whether you like to say or not, most of you raised tough. know what it's like. I know we have a wrestler on the team, John Smith. You won state. You're a beast. You've played great all year. Bring that attitude you had to win the state championship in wrestling. Bring it the rest of these playoffs. Bring it next week. Let your teammates, see what it's like. Bring it. You and Stafford make a great combination there together. You guys are seniors. You seniors, this is it. You play football to win a championship. You have the potential to get there and play for that championship. How bad do you want to play for it? How bad do you want it? It was, like I said, it was great getting Trevor back in the field of the game and get him going. I think that's going to play huge dividends as the playoffs go on. I think Will's kicking. We're just getting better. It's going to be huge because going for his 2 points all the time through the playoffs could bite us in the butt. We're going to need some extra points. But, you've really got to pay attention this week. Very detailed. These coaches tell you all. If you all play next week like you play tonight, you could lose this ball game. That's how good you got to play. Y'all didn't play awful tonight, but you got to play that good from here on out. Whoever you play, you play George with. If you get past this game, it's not going to get any easier the rest of the way. Every game is going to be pretty much like that Grayson game. It's going to be a dogfight more than likely. And you think about that intensity you all had at Grayson on those 2 goal line stands. You play like that the whole ball game. Defense wins championships. So guys, like I said, play with heart. Play with everything you got. You show them who's best, who is the best. It's there for you guys. Both sides of the ball is there for you guys. And Antonio's running just like a beast right now. He's a beast. Jalen, he gets going. If they start keying on Antonio, I think Jalen's going to have a huge night. He's a beast to stop. Humphreys has played great. Trevor, if he plays the rest of the playoffs like he played tonight, and other running backs. You got Jacob Mills and Cooper, he runs, and I'm probably forgetting a handful of other people. We can be hard to handle. But coaches, to me, the only thing I say to you is don't let off the gas. Even if we're up 40 to whatever, come out at halftime, stay on the gas. Just stay on the gas. Put the teams away. We got to put teams away when we have the chance. I say put them away. And I still think, man, use the middle of the field. Clear it out. Use the blocking back if you have to. Clear it out. Have him open. I think it's a huge weapon we don't use. Like I said, it's a lot we could use right there. We can have him come up, block, then release. I bet more likely he'll be wide up in the middle of that field. And probably different ways we can use him that way. But, I'm getting close to 25 minutes. I'm getting off here. I could went over more tonight's game, but it's over. And I want to stress how important Whitfield is, how for you guys do not look over this team. Like I said, I think you probably come out and looked over Auburn a little bit tonight, and you've seen what it could cost you. They got back into the game. They played hard when you should have put this team away. That's why you cannot overlook anybody just because you smashed them a few weeks before. Because that's going to piss them off. Come out with that intensity you had, like I said, when you beat Whitfield a couple weeks ago. When you seniors, that was senior night. I'm sure that played a big role how you all were playing. Well, every night from here on out is senior night. Because if you lose, you're done. Your football career, for most of you, are over. This is it. Play with heart. Play with heart. Antonio, the only thing I say to you about your passing game, I know you got to trust your blocking. You guys, you got to block for them. Is maybe look over the field a little bit more when you have a chance. You're great hitting these deep balls. I know it's hard to get away from that and, not throw those, especially the 2 guys you have out there catching those balls. That's the only thing I can say for that. Your pass game's been great all year, and I don't expect it to drop off any. And, I love watching you play, how you run the ball. I really like that. And the rest of the running backs, we all love watching you play and how hard you play and how hard you run. I I can't get over enough, like I said, how good our running backs are, how much better you all still can be. And that's all of you. I know I don't mention all of you at times, and I may get stuck on one person here or there sometimes, but I do watch all of you myself, and I think all of you are really, really good. Our line, when you all are focused, playing pissed off, and determined to do something, you all make it work. You all make it happen. You all have made it work and happen all season. This is on you guys. This is on you guys this next week. You linemen to make those holes, to block on those passes. That's it, make things open. And you running backs, you got to hold on to the ball. Receivers, you got to hold on to the ball. You catch it. We can't have turnovers. We got to play a clean game, but a vicious game. You've got to up it a notch. It's got to be vicious. I said, play like a bunch of wild dogs. But guys, it's right there for you. It's right there for you. Just don't look over a Smithfield team. Be prepared. Be intense Monday all the way through. Don't try to just turn it on Friday. Be very intense. I know I keep saying this and going on. I'm just trying to stress how important it is for you all to be ready for the Smithfield team, who is going to be ready for you all. They've seen y'all once. They know what you like to do and what you can do. I know you got more stuff you can do, but they are going to be ready. We played Smithfield several years ago, regular season, beat them, played them in the playoffs. I think it was the game to go to state, or maybe the game before, I can't remember, and they beat us on our home field. So guys, what y'all did to them last time is gone. But bring that intensity. Bring that fire. How bad do you want it? I've been saying it all year. How bad do you want it? How hard do you want to play? You've got to play this game harder than any game you've played. So, I just hope you have yourself focused and ready to go, because this is not going to be the same Smithfield team that you've played before. And you fans, these young men need you all. We need you to turn out like you haven't turned out all year. We need that Ragsdale field to be loud, just blaring the whole ball game. Make it hard on Smithfield to hear what to call, what to do. Let us have a role. Have them jump off sides and everything else. We can play that role, but these young men need you. We need a big crowd and a loud crowd. And one other thing, I said before, you linemen, even coaches, if you all see a sweep or a pass, holler it out on the sideline. Help your teammates out. It's on the field. You hear Grayson do it. You hear Smithfield do it. You hear about every team do it. Now, maybe we do it. We just don't hear it where we're sitting. Help your brothers out on that field. And guys, take no crap. You all are a band of brothers. Don't get a stupid penalty. Don't punch somebody in the face or push somebody down. But don't take no crap. You stand up for each other and let Smithfield know you're not going to push us around this field. It's going to be a dogfight, and you better be ready. So, guys, I wish you the best of luck next week. I'll be pulling for you. And like I said, I still think you all are the best team in Region C. It's just how bad do you want it? It's up to you. Play with heart, guys. Play with everything you got. It's all we can ask. Listen to your coaches this week. And like I said, be ready. It's not going to be the same with the team. It's going to be rough. Come with fire, come with passion, and come pissed off and ready to plant somebody in the ground. And let's move on to the next week. Catch you next Friday on the breakdown. Good luck, guys.